working with dozens of colleagues and concerned citizens, trying to shed light on the truth about the proposed changes to the Endangered Species Act. The government claims that these changes will improve outcomes for species at risk, and that is simply not true. Any MPP that has been saying this is misleading the public. And any MPP who actually believes this nonsense needs to wake up right now. Here are the facts. And we've already heard many facts, and I'm just going to add a few more to the list. Globally, we are losing species at 1,000 times the natural background rate. Wildlife populations have declined worldwide by about 60% since the 1970s. About 1 million species are now threatened with extinction, and the primary driver of this loss, biodiversity loss and species extinction, is habitat loss and habitat degradation, driven by unsustainable use of our lands and waters. These global patterns of biodiversity loss and species decline hold true across Canada and Ontario. In Canada, about half of our vertebrate wildlife species, and so that's birds, mammals, snakes, amphibians, and so on, about half of these monitored species are in decline. And since 1970, that rate of decline, the average decline, is 83%. 83% decline for half of our wild vertebrate species since 1970. That's in my lifetime, and that's why it really hurts. In Ontario specifically, we have over 230 species at risk, and that number goes up every year as scientists assess new species. For example, all of our turtle species, all of them are now on the species at risk list. Despite these facts, the Government of Ontario has put forward a bill that will strip endangered species of their current legal protections. And we've already heard what will happen. I think MPP Desrosiers gave a very good summary of how these protections will be undermined. So all I will say, all I will add to that, is that these proposed changes, if passed, are so profound and so thorough that the Endangered Species Act will be a hollow shell of its former self. It will be pretty much useless in addressing the ongoing decline of endangered species. Back in 2007, the Ontario government passed the Endangered Species Act with support from all parties. Across party lines, almost all MPPs recognized their profound responsibility to protect and recover our most vulnerable plants and animals. I'm proud to be here today with MPPs who still recognize that responsibility. Thank you very much. And I hope desperately that tomorrow there will be MPPs who are willing to cross party lines and to vote accordingly and to recognize their responsibility to all life in this province.